hills and full trees of the metro are not enough to hide a major eyesore. Residents in an acreage neighborhood have long demanded government action.
When they didn't force a cleanup, the neighbors filed a lawsuit. Mike McKnight shows us why they hope their case will get the job done as 6 on Your Side investigates.
Been here 35 years and I'm not moving.
Leaving her log cabin home, Chris Ostronic joins neighbors on a walk with contrasting views.
This is such a beautiful area, and then we have this in our neighborhood.
In the Spring Valley addition of about 30 acreages, one neighbor owns 4.5 acres of wooded property that is littered with vehicles and parts.
Our own personal junkyard in our neighborhood.
What a sight. And then you can hear them working.
The sound and look of the land that these neighbors allege violate neighborhood covenants.
If we'd have seen it in the wintertime without all the leaves and everything, we wouldn't have bought the property that we live on because of this mess.
When fines for Washington County zoning violations forced minimal cleanup, 10 acreage owners filed suit against neighbor Michael Pick, and they won a court-ordered cleanup by January 31st. 5 months later, much of the eyesore remains.
We won't give up. We've come this far. Why? Why would we? And we're looking forward to the sanctions that are taking place in November.
That's the next deadline for cleanup, or Michael Pick faces a $150 fine for every vehicle remaining on his property. And neighbors say it's not just a visual environmental issue. They wonder about the soil. As they look around at acres of torn apart vehicles, they can't help but wonder, have fluids soaked into the ground? The Nebraska Department of Environment and Energy last inspected the property 2 years ago, and pollution allegations could not be substantiated. But with their wetlands so close, Chris Ostronic filed a complaint for another inspection.
We've got this waterway here, and you've got this junkyard right next to it.
I attempted to contact property owner Michael Pick, but found only a worker here.
Well, could you at least give him a card so I get his side of the story?
While I talked to a worker, the acreage owner Michael Pick told a judge he's on his own removing vehicles, but the deadline is in bold letters.
Impetus is fining him enough monthly to where it doesn't make sense for him to stay here in this condition.
Neighbors say they like living in these parts, but not next to these parts.
Instead of seeing wildlife and a beautiful area here, we see nothing but junk.
On Your Side in southern Washington County, Mike McKnight, 6 News.
One neighbor who joined in the lawsuit says legal fees are $30,000 so far. The property owner has not replied to our numerous emails, and calls to his listed cell number didn't go through. The Washington County attorney says he's waiting on the civil contempt deadline in November and will consider criminal action if there's no cleanup by then.
Omaha Police Department